Hello. Um, I just totally blinked. Isn't that a great way to start a video? But not editing it. Haha, you're still getting it. Anyway, hi, I'm Linda Bernhardt, professor for this course. This is for SGSC, and this is the environmental science class. Notice I say class, not lab. Those are two totally different beasts. There will be another video for the lab portion. The environmental science class is its own course with its own assignments, with its own grade. The lab is a completely separate course with its own material, its own assignments, and its own grade. Just want to make that clear because every semester people seem to get confused on this. So anyway, this one is for class. I'm going to talk you through some about the class itself, the syllabus, and that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's do that share screen thing. So here we go. This is pretty much your course right here. This is in my view, not your view, so you're seeing my kind of stuff. And yes, I have 8,072,000 different tabs open. Deal with it. That's the kind of person I am. If you're curious about any of them, shoot, feel free, ask me. I'll answer all the questions. I don't care, but there's a lot. Anyway, this is your class right here. You may be in section 3, you may be in a different section, but I make one video for all of my sections for the actual class. So don't get distracted by the section number. But this picture in the background, this is what you will always see on the class portion. So make sure that's what you're seeing. It's a picture I actually took while driving across this beautiful country. So there you go. Now, first and foremost, always look at your announcements. I have a welcome announcement here, basically telling you stuff you need to know that I'm also going to tell you in this video, but for some reason people don't read, they don't listen to the video, and then they get all kinds of confused and then they complain about stuff. So we'll see which person you are. If you're watching this, chances are you're the same person who will actually read everything. So you're probably the students that I'm going to like the best because you actually do what you're supposed to do. If so, reach over, pat yourself on the back and go, yay, because you're a good student. Anyway, yes, distracted. So this is my welcome announcement. It's letting you know very important things. Like every single week, you have to open that week's folder and that week's file before you can access any material. There is something due every single week. Every single week for the next 17 weeks, you will have something available. If at any time you log in and you don't see anything open, that will mean you did not open that week's file, because I have everything set up that if you don't open the file, you won't have access to the assignment. So before you email and say, Ms. Bernhardt, I thought we had a discussion every week, I can't find it, make sure you have opened that week's file, because I promise you that's the first thing I'm going to do. As in, I'm going to go in and look if you've opened the file, and then I'll tell you, because I can see everything you open in this course. Any teacher who plays around with this system can see absolutely everything you've done in this course or in their course. I can tell you when you have logged in. I can tell you what files you opened. I can tell you that you only spent 2 seconds on something. So we know a lot more than you think we do when you're going through this. And I really don't like it when people lie to me. So if you're having trouble, contact me. Yes, 100%, but be honest about what you've actually done or have not done, because I'm going to know, just so you know. Anyway, in red, I have right on there, if you do not open this week's file, you will not be able to access the assignments that are due. Yeah, because I am that person. I set it up that way on purpose. Then I have just more stuff about feel free to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. The next part in red, again, is pointing out that the class and the lab are 2 different courses with 2 different sets of assignments. You have to do them both. If you're enrolled in my class as well as my lab, you will have to do an introduction in the class and a separate introduction in the lab. You will have to do the quizzes in both. Make sure you do both, because I will not reopen them. just so you know. Now, this is another one that I have here just because of discussions. We have a weekly discussion in this course, and I really hate when you try to read this much of somebody's response, but they have this much discussion because it is copying everything that was written before them. I really hate that. So I am begging of everyone to please fix that. All you have to do is when you go into the discussion, you click on settings as these arrows are pointing out, and then you unclick this. We do not want the original post in the reply. So just unclick it. I don't know why it is the default for it to be on, but please just click it. That way you are not copying everything. And then it makes a much easier discussion to read. Thank you. Now, you will notice when you first log in, see if you hit course home, it's going to bring you to this exact page. That's where the announcements are. So make sure to always read the announcement. If you want the announcement to go away, because you're like, okay, yeah, I've got it. Boom, gone. Don't have to look at it again. Boom, gone. You can do that so you never have to look at them. However, if you want to look at them, you can always go back to the announcements and take a look. Whenever there is an announcement, it really helps you to read it because I give a lot of answers here. If I'm getting multiple questions, I will post the answer here for everybody. If I see something that might help you with something, I will post it here. So please, please, please read the announcements. Now, what a lot of people have done in the past is they just go straight here to discussions and they click it to find their discussions. Feel free, you can totally do that. However, it will bring you here. It will give you the rules of my discussions, which, by the way, you have to post your very first reply, your initial response to the discussion prompt, no later than 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Then on a separate day, you have to make some replies. You have to be active at least 2 days. You have to have your initial post, and you have to reply to at least 3 people. These are the main criteria you are being graded on. So this tells you all of that. This whole thing that people like to do, I agree when you say that water is wet. And wow, that's a good point. People do like breathing oxygen, or even the whole, this is my biggest pet peeve. When people say, oh yeah, a fact to me means, no. If something has a definition, it means that to everybody, it's not a personal thing. If you want to say, I believe, feel free. Those are my biggest pet peeves. Please don't use those. If you're agreeing with what somebody said, that is okay, 100% okay, but make it a little more insightful. You will see there's going to be the entire group of people who just do, I agree, water is wet. Okay, sure. Why? Why are you agreeing? Further it, make this a discussion. Do not do just one quick little sentence. Now, do I want an essay? No, please God, no, because I read everything. So some kind of substance to what you write, stay away from those stupid I agree statements, and actually dig, show me that you've put some thought in there. That's what I want. I want to see that you tried. Now, the introduction is set here. It's going to be opening in a couple of days, but when it opens is when you'll be able to see this video anyway, because I'm making this before the class starts. Sorry, I have all these instructions here, and this is simple. This is just telling you to do some stuff. That's fine. It is discussion 2 next week, where I'm going to open it up so you can see. You are going to see that there is a rubric. If you click on this, it should show you the actual rubric. I have to stop share to show you the rubric, but if you click on it, you'll be able to see the rubric. And the rubric is showing you that you are expected to post your first post before 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Active minimum of 2 days. Do a great job answering the entire question. You don't leave anything out. Interacted with the discussion, replied to at least 3 classmates' posts, and to those who posted on the original post and actually furthered communication. And then also written properly, like grammatically correct, no typos, that kind of thing. Those are what will give you a perfect score. Now, I also give extra credit on a regular basis, not when you ask for it, but when you show me that you are really working. So if you go above and beyond what is expected of you on something, I give you more points. So there you go. Okay, so that's the discussions. I'm going to go back to the course home and look at this where it says content browser. If you look here, you see papers and such, because I'm just phenomenal at this word thing. If you click on papers and such, you actually see some information. You're going to see the syllabus, group project details. Oh no, what's that? The group project's grading, peer evaluation, group work, and about the project. Because guess what? You will have a group project that is the entire semester. So I am going to talk about the syllabus first, and then I'm going to come back about the project. Normally I do 2 different videos. It might, but I might just stick to one because why not? It's easier to just get it done, right? And whoever's going to watch this video is the same one who's going to watch the other. I seriously doubt anyone is going to go, oh, let me watch one video and not the other. Most people either do everything or they do nothing. Am I wrong? Anyway. And for the record, no, I have not had too much coffee. This is maybe because I haven't had enough coffee. I am one of those people that I'll chug the coffee and I'll actually calm down a little bit. The less caffeinated I am, the more I am. Yes, I am ADHD. Oh yeah, I should give you the video all about me too. Huh, I wonder if I have that. Well, in case anyone's interested, and I normally put it in my intro, my discussion, I am on the autistic spectrum. So I am autistic. I have PTSD. I have general and social anxiety. I really am just an anxious person. I think I said I have ADHD. I kind of distracted myself, so I'm not sure. And I swear to God, that's not a joke. It's really just who I am. I'm very opinionated. I have asthma, and that's what this is about right now. I made 2 videos for another class yesterday, or 2 other classes. I teach for 3 different universities, and so I make a whole lot of videos. After I've talked too much or the weather does this kind of thing, it wreaks havoc here, and then I sound like a frog. So my voice will be different on different videos, and you'll hear a huge difference because some of the videos I have not re-recorded, and so you're going to have some older videos and some newer videos throughout the term. I'm trying to update them all, but oh my gosh, it takes a while, especially when you're as distracted as I am, but I do my best. Hopefully that wasn't too much information. If it was, deal with it. You're adults, right? Okay, so here is the syllabus. This is the spring semester of 2022. And I'm sure everybody has heard all about February the 22nd. I'm going to actually double check that meme right now. It is February 22nd is on a Tuesday. So it will be a Tuesday because 022222. So anyway, never mind. Yes, I do get distracted. The best way to reach me is through email. If you send me a message through Brightspace, which is this format, I will get it when I log in. But if you send me an email, it comes straight to my phone. I also tend to post a text number that you can contact me. When I post that, feel free to use it. Do not bother calling it because I will not answer it. I am that person. I will not answer a phone. I don't like it. Don't want to talk on the phone, not going to, so I'm not going to answer it. But if you text me, I will reply. The issue is I use the same phone number for 3 different universities. So if you text me, make sure to tell me you are SCIE class and then your name, and then feel free to ask me whatever you need to. This way, if I need to track it down, I can. Yeah, all right. Required text and supplies. There is a textbook that is extremely helpful to do well in this class. SGSC likes me to tell you that it is required. You are required to have this textbook. Where you purchase it from, I don't care. If you want to borrow it from somebody, that's fine too. I have put every bit of information I possibly can online here for you. I cannot upload the book. That's not legal. But I have given you everything I possibly can outside of that. But the textbook will help you. SGSE requires a textbook, and this is the textbook you should get. So this is the ISBN. If you use this, copy and paste that number into Google or whatever. I'm sure you can find a good deal somewhere. And of course, you can always use the SGSE bookstore. So course description, legally, we have to have all this in here, blah, 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 all of that as well. Now, here is a big one. Right here. I want your documents, when you have to attach them, to be a Word document. That means it should end with .doc or .docx. No screenshots unless I request your screenshot. But no screenshots, nothing written on your phone and then sent. That is not showing me that you care about your class. Do not send me any other type of format. I have a lot of people sit there and say, well, all you have to do to open it is blah, 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 blah. No, I'm telling you, Word document. The reason I ask for Word document is it opens on all the different things I could possibly use to open it and grade. I have a Mac, so people who say, well, I can't help it because I have a Mac. I have a Mac. That's my main computer is a Mac. And no, I don't want dot pages because when I'm not on the Mac, it doesn't help. Sometimes I will be grading from the laptop. Sometimes I might do it from a desk computer, that's a PC, when I am teaching at another location. And sometimes I am grading through the Brightspace app grading thing on my iPad when I'm traveling. That's where a lot of the trouble falls in, is it will always show me a proper Word document. Any other format, that grading app might not let me see it. So if I can't see it, I can't grade it, you get a 0. So I am telling you, your rule for this course is if you have to post an attachment, it has to be an actual Word document that ends with .doc or .docx. If you attach something else, I am 100% in my rights to just give you a 0 and tell you you did not follow directions. So please, please just attach it the way I tell you to, and not a hyperlink. Do not use the online Word and give me a link. That is not acceptable either, because again, I teach for 3 different universities and they kind of get in a battle with each other with the online Word. And more often than not, I can't access what you are trying to show me, because for some reason, all universities use exactly the same system. And so it's like they're all battling to the death over who's going to be the stronger one. And can I get around it? Yes, but it's extremely frustrating and annoying. And there's no reason when you, the student, could just upload an actual Word document for me instead of a link. So there you go. Now, right here, it says Georgia View. We're also Brightspace. It's been desired to learn. It has 8 million different names. I don't know. Whenever you see Georgia View, same thing as Brightspace. It's whatever format we're using. So what happens here is I do my best to keep up with your grading. I will grade as quickly as I possibly can. You should not ever have to wait more than a couple of days when something closes to get your actual grade. On occasion, it happens because life has seriously tried to kick my butt the past year or so. And I am not even kidding the amount of crap that has gone wrong, but I'm hoping for a better semester. So you shouldn't have to wait long for me to grade your assignments. Now, once the grade is posted, it should tell you that it's posted. If not, it's your responsibility to check. And then you have 7 days from when I post your grade to argue your grade. And I don't mean make an argument. I don't mean be mean or rude or disrespectful. But if you see that you got, I don't know, 15 out of 20 and you felt you should have gotten 20 out of 20 and you have already read the feedback I gave you, you're like, I really think I deserve the full points because blah, 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 blah. Go for it. If you make a good enough point, I'll get it. I'll give it to you. If you just missed something, then I will clarify what it was you missed. There have been occasions, this is not common, but it has happened, where I'm entering a lot of grades at once and I accidentally skip over and I give somebody a 0 who should have gotten a grade. Contact me, seriously, don't just question. Just say, I turned in blah, 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 but I see a 0, and ask me about it. I will totally go back and check. I am never going to say, well, that is the grade you got. Feel free to question me always, but be polite and respectful. And if I tell you this is it because XYZ, then that's it because of XYZ. But please read your feedback first, because more often than not, the question people have, I've already told you. It's just for some reason people don't look. I don't know. Baffles me. Anyway, contacting, I already told you this. There's my email address. That's the best way for me. Access office, if you need special services, you have to be registered with the disability services. For this course, normally you don't really need much unless you're just looking for extended time on like quizzes or tests. At which point you have to talk to them. They have you contact me with your form. I sign them and then I adjust everything. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay, this is all about counseling. It's all there. Attendance policy, it's online. Just show up and do your work. There you go. Okay, here's your grades. I do the point system. So with the point system, it means every single assignment I give you, you are going to earn points. These points always go up. It's just you add. It never goes down, only goes up. Once you have gotten 900 points, you have an A. Even if you do nothing else for the rest of the semester, if you have hit that 900, you have your A, you can just skate on through, you're good. Ironically, the people who do that always finish because, I don't know, I guess they're completists. That's what I do. But now, if you have 899.9 points, you have a B. I do not round at all. You have to earn the full 900 points. So if you're thinking of just not bothering trying towards the end, you better make sure that you got over the 900. So it's listed right here. 900 and higher is an A, 800 to 899 is a B, 700 to 799 is a C, 600 to 699 is a D, and 599 and below is an F. There you go. Late work, I don't take it. Period. Exclamation point. You have at least a week to do everything, or about a week to do everything. Everything opens Saturday night / Sunday morning. Everything closes Friday at 10. So you have all day Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and almost all of Friday. So you have 6 days to do every single assignment. Some of them actually span past that. There is no reason for late work. If you start early, you've got plenty of time. So don't be lazy. Don't be a procrastinator. A whole group of the people in this class are going to start off being procrastinators. They're going to see I'm serious, that no, I won't open it. They're going to cuss me out. They're going to talk to other people about how much I suck and how it's not fair and wah, wah, wah. And then they're going to step it up. And then they're going to start turning stuff in early. And then they're going to find out that it makes the entire semester easier and that it gives them more time for the rest of their work. And they can take every weekend off because everything I have closes Friday. It happens every term. Somebody is going to give me a big sob story and I'm going to say, yeah, life sucks. And I'm going to say, just do your work earlier. Trust me, if you get in the habit of this, it will make your life easier. There you go. Now, all assignments have to be turned in the proper location. If it closes because you didn't get it turned in time, or because you were in the process of doing stuff and then you say, oh, but it wouldn't attach. By the time it attached, it was 10:01 and it wouldn't allow it. I'm going to say, don't wait till the last minute. When you do this and you're tempted to email it to me, don't. If you email me an assignment, I will not accept it. It has to be turned in the proper location. I will not take the assignment anywhere else, only where it is supposed to be turned in, period. That's it. Plagiarism, we all know what plagiarism is. Don't do it. Just write your own friggin' words. You're in college. You should be able to do this. If I ask an opinion, it should be your opinion, not what somebody on the internet said. If you're trying to explain something to me, it needs to be your own words. If you copy, paste, and then right click and hit simile or whatever, that's still plagiarism. Don't do it. As soon as I even remotely question it, I will run it through a plagiarism checker, and then I will give you a 0, and that will be your one shot. If you do it again, I then have to report you to the university for plagiarism, and you can lose financial aid and get kicked out of college. So just don't do it. Just write your own stuff. All right, Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974 means I cannot talk about any of your stuff with anybody but you. I cannot talk about your grades through email or text or phone. I can talk to you about your grades through this format only. Through the Blaze View, Brightspace, yeah, that's it, Brightspace, and on a video Zoom with you where you have your video on. That way it is 100% sure that you are the person you're supposed to be, I am the person I'm supposed to be, and nobody else is using your information. This is the law. I can't change that. Okay, academic success. This is in case you need like tutoring or something, but honestly, if you need tutoring, just talk to me because it's not a terribly difficult course. And if you're lost or confused, it's probably because my brain goes like this and I will do my best to try to explain it better, or it's because you didn't actually read all the words, you looked at it, said, oh crap, that's a lot of words, you skimmed it, and then guessed. If at any point you feel confused, seriously, just reach out to me. I will talk to you. I will answer you. Will I talk on a phone? No. I've already said that. I will do Zoom with video with both of us so I can see who I'm talking to, or we can do through Brightspace, that kind of thing. Anyway, this entire page here is to remind you that everything is due on Friday nights at 10 p.m. Friday, 10 p.m., period. Never anything else. There you go. Okay, here is how it breaks down. These are your points and the weeks. So right here, notice there is a weekly quiz. Weekly means there will be a quiz every single week. There are 17 weeks in this semester. There are 17 quizzes. So if at any point you hop on here and you're like, oh, there's no quiz. Yes, there is. That just means you have not opened that week's folder and that week's file. There is always a quiz. Then we have discussions. We have a discussion pretty much every week. There you go. Group task summary and group presentation. These go together when I talk about the group presentation thing, which I'll get to in just a moment. So group presentation and the task summary, these come together. I want you to take a look here. That is 250 points right there. If you don't do these two things, it is not possible to get above a C. Just letting you know, take this one seriously. You have 2 exams and 1 final, and that equals 1,000 points. So that is how you earn your points. Here's the topics. I have all the weeks broken down. Notice week 9, it says working on group task summary. That's the week that you will want to dedicate to working with your groups so you can write something good up to turn in. I will have more word on that when it gets closer. And the very next week is spring break. This is meant to help you because if you do your group task summary early, it's like you're on spring break early. So you can go ahead and just check out or finish the tasks for your other classes and then check out. That's it. Then we come down here. Week 15 is when the final project is due. Week 16, we just do a recap. And then week 17 is all the final stuff. So that is your syllabus in a nutshell. Here, there's some other information if you want it. I almost did stop share, but then I realized, no, I don't want to stop share. I want to go here. Okay, so this was the papers and such. Now, group project details. I told you I'm throwing it all together. This group project is semester long. I'm going to talk about the breakdown on how it's graded in just a moment. Here's the basic gist. You are going to pick one of these 6 groups. They all have hyperlinks. These are all hyperlinks to articles. If you click on one at some point and you can't access the article, something's wrong, let me know. I will help you. Sometimes it makes it where you can't quite get the whole article because, like the New York Times, it'll say you've already seen all of your freebies. I will save it as a PDF and send you the article if I need to. Some of the articles are older, some are newer, but what you do is you will be picking one of these groups and you will click this button here where it says claim topic. Claim topic will take you to an assignment and you will say, I would like group 2. If I can't have group 2, I would like group 4 or something like that. Give me a couple of them to choose from, because those of you who watch this right away, you were waiting for the whole thing to unlock. You're like, bam, in there the second it opens. You're going to get your first pick. We know this. But what typically happens is I will have a few people that are like this. They are so fast, and one group will close very quickly. And then stragglers start to come in, and then they're trying to claim groups that I've already closed, because it is limited how many people I will let be in a group. And when it's closed, I will close it. I will put a strike through here and I will say closed, and then I will post an announcement. That's why it's important to read announcements. I don't want anybody to say, I want the South Florida in trouble. No, if you like the article South Florida in trouble, then you say, I want group 3. Tell me the group number. If you want to be in a group with somebody you know who's taking the same class with you, the only way that's going to happen is if you and the other person both claim the group number together, like each of you put in the assignment as fast as possible, as back to back as possible, because I go in order of the timestamp. And so if you guys don't do it fast enough, I can't guarantee it. Each person has to claim their topic. Now, what's going to happen? Here we go. That's the quick details. I have more coming. The grading. How you are going to be graded here is individual. You do not get a group grade. You get an individual grade. This is a semester-long project. You are earning this grade through the entire semester. If you don't do your job, you are not going to get a grade. Here it says the different things you're getting graded on. At the very end, if you turn in all the forms required, which is this right here, this link, peer eval group work, and your feedback, you get some grades. You will have to vote on which group did the best and why, and you have to tell me in that assignment. You're going to have to, after the assignment's been posted at the very end, go in there and answer questions. You're going to have to ask the other presentations questions. You're going to have to view other presentations. You're going to have participated all semester long. Part of that grade comes from your group mates and what they say they have seen. The other part is what I see. So if you see in red, it says this means you must use the group discussion board I supply. Each group will have a discussion board for talking to each other. that is part of your grade. If you decide not to use the group discussion board, that's your choice, but you will be forfeiting that part of your grade because it is literally part of your grade. That is part of the instructions you're being given. And a huge part of this assignment is following directions. So if you choose to do something different than how you've been told, that is always your prerogative, but it will negatively impact your grade. This is how you're going to grade your group members at the end. And this is about the project. You will make an actual presentation that will be posted for everyone else in the class to view. There's no minimum number of slides, but you will have to cover all the information. All the information means those 3 articles in your group, plus you have to pull in outside sources, and you have to tie it all together, and you have to tie it all together with what's going on currently in the environment. So make sure you read everything. What you need to do is have a title slide that has all your group members, introduction slide letting us know what's coming, and then a whole bunch of slides covering all of your information. And it should flow like one presentation. It should not be where it looks like 5 different people slapped it together. It has to seem like a perfectly cohesive single presentation. Here again is the breakdown for how you're being graded, and reminding you yet again, every person gets their own grade. So if you are one of those people who takes over and just does the whole thing, not fair to the other people. I get it because I used to do it all the time. You need to learn to work with your team, because if everybody in your team says they kept trying, and I'm seeing on the discussion board that everybody is talking about it, and you just keep saying, I've got it, that's not fair. So that will hurt. On the flip side, if you're one of those people who doesn't do anything, will come up with 8,072,000 different reasons why you are too busy, you can't contact, they didn't read your email, you swear to God you sent an email, oh my gosh, I know I've tried to contact you, no one's answering my questions, blah, 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 blah. And then you wait, oh, I forgot I have jobs and I have games and I have kids, because those are always used as excuses too. If you say any of these things and then you just show up at the very end, I can promise you your grade is not going to be good. Because again, you're being graded through the entire semester. All right, I just want to make sure that is 100% crystal clear. Okay, we are almost done, I swear. The only other part I want to show you is this is what I was talking about. This would be the week 1 folder. So you click the week 1 folder, this will be tempting. You're going to see all these hyperlinks. That's cool. Lots of links. This gives you a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, I'm getting rid of that video because I just lumped it in here. This will show you a bunch of links and you're going to be tempted to click right on them. However, you have to click on this. So you have to click week 1. If you don't get to a page that looks like this, your assignments are not going to open. But look how helpful these are. This tells you everything we're going to do, when things are due, and I give you hyperlinks for everything you need. You can just come straight through here and it's going to show you everything. So this is what you want to do. Yeah, I think that's about it. So we have covered the syllabus, we've covered papers and such, we covered the group project, we covered about the week 1 thing, covered that this is just the class portion, and how to contact me. So I think that's it. So I'm going to stop as I hear the train coming. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. So that should be it. And you will have other videos coming and hopefully less spastic, but you never know. And if you feel like reaching out and sending me a message, go for it. I will respond and I'll chit chat with you all over the place. So I guess that's it. And I guess stop share because I forgot about that part. Anyway, that's it. See you throughout the semester and peace out.